Hey everybody, we're in the Midtown neighborhood of Toronto and we are checking out a duplex conversion that was approved in a whopping 2 days only. 2 days, amazing. 2 days to get a permit for a duplex conversion done. Where have you heard of that anywhere else? So we're gonna check out this project. I think there's long-term plans for a garden suite in the back as well. Yeah. And longtime Rockstar VIP member and architect Victoria Suen, this is her project she's helping her client with. So she's gonna walk us through it and show us what it's all about. Let's go check it out. Okay, Victoria, do you want to show us what this project's all about?
Sure. So we're here standing on the ground level and we're doing a vertical split actually. So the front half is actually going to be the kitchen and living room connected to the second floor, which will have 3 bedrooms. And then the back half of the main level is also going to be a kitchen and living, but connected to the basement level, which will have a couple bedrooms and a bathroom. So a nice split to keep the living common areas on the main level, and then the bedrooms are going to be separated, so they'll be kind of more private. So we're standing here on the second level. We have 3 bedrooms, and you can see that it's in the framing stage. We're mostly doing cosmetic renos here, trying to keep it as a quick project, duplex conversion, right? So I'll quickly walk you through the floor plan and see all the rooms up on this level. So bedroom right here. Then we have a 3rd bedroom right here, and then up ahead is the bathroom. So we have all of this active construction site. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, 3 bedrooms plus the kitchen living on the ground floor. So we're standing here in the back half of the house. The entry will be off the rear door, and then this will be a combined kitchen living area. And then we're going to connect to the basement for the bedrooms. So come take a look. So we're standing here in the basement level. We have a couple bedrooms and a bathroom. You can see a lot of construction debris going on. It's because we're in the rough-in stage. So we're right now trenching, cutting the concrete and laying down the rough-ins for the plumbing. And just wanted to point out right here, this is a backflow preventer valve. It's very common in Toronto. Basically when the city has a lot of storms, rainwater that comes in, there's a potential for the city pipes to back up and flood your house. So essentially by putting this device, it's a flap that stops the water from inflowing on the city's end, and it prevents the water from backing up into your house. So it's great to protect your basements, protect your house. Potentially your insurance policy loves it as well. So make sure that you account for this. It's a good opportunity when you're doing a conversion to add something like this to protect your nice renovation. So we're standing here in the back half of the basement. You can see this door actually has entry, rear entry. There's a basement walkout. We're actually going to build a partition wall here, and this will be a mechanical room that has dedicated access so that basically operationally property management can access the mechanical panels, water meters separately, and doesn't have to ask for permission to enter a tenant's unit. So that's very convenient. And then this right here will be a bedroom. So yeah, 2 bedrooms in the lower level plus a bathroom, and then combined kitchen living area on the upper level.
Okay, Victoria, what would the approximate rent be, do you think, for each unit in the house?
Sure, yeah. The lower unit, it's like a 2-bed essentially with a basement bedroom. So I'm thinking it'll be $1,800 to $2,000 a month. And then the upstairs unit's a 3-bed. So, you know, it's a good sized unit. We're probably looking at $2,800 to $3,000 a month in rent. Yeah. Okay.
And then we're standing in the backyard. We have this garage here that has street access to the side with a little drive into where the garage door is. So it's a perfect setup for a garden suite in the future. Exactly, would this meet all the permitting requirements?
Yeah, so the nice thing about a garage conversion in Toronto, if it was legally built, you can grandfather it. So essentially, if it doesn't meet the required setbacks, you're actually allowed to convert it in place as long as you don't build on top of it and whatnot. So this would be a great candidate for that. Essentially, keep the structure and do an interior renovation.
And how do you check if it was legally built or not?
We have to actually call the city or email the city, ask for building records. You can do that during your conditional period to make sure that, you know, aspects of the house were legally built. And that's one of the main checks. If you want to do a conversion, make sure that it's legally built. Otherwise, you will need to essentially apply for a building permit to, after the fact, to make sure that it's built properly.
Yeah. Now, as the architect for this home, did they bring you in during the conditional period to take a look at the property to make sure that it was able to be converted to a duplex in the first place and also a future garden suite?
Yes, we were brought in during the conditional period to help kind of strategize what is the highest and best use, or what's the cheapest, fastest path forward. So we could have potentially turned this property into a triplex, but the basement would have required underpinning. So the investor didn't want to go through that lengthy process, also very, very costly. And we decided to do a unique vertical split duplex conversion. Again, getting this permit in 2 days. This is a quick and easy project, and a good way to just enter the market and get your kind of toes wet, and then get into bigger projects as you get more experience.
Yeah, so it's pretty unbelievable hearing that the permit was given in only 2 days. Yeah. Compared to many other municipalities. Is that just a Toronto thing? Is that something you're seeing more often?
Yeah, so the City of Toronto has improved, and they have a specific process for duplex conversions, small renovations. It's called express or fast track permitting. And again, a duplex falls under that. So I've been seeing 2 days. I got another one in 3 days. Don't promise anything, but usually I say 2 weeks, we can get a permit like this. And we've been seeing that consistently. And
what about the garden suite? Could you get a quick fast track permit on that as well?
Potentially. It still technically does fall under that process, but depending on the documentation, yeah. I would be less confident in getting it in 2 weeks, but I'd say 2 to 4 weeks should be doable.
Okay, and then would this be a studio or a 1-bedroom garden suite based on the size?
Based on the size, I would say it's a studio. It's a single car garage. A 1-bedroom probably needs more of like a 2-car garage to turn into, because you still have mechanical, still need to fit a bathroom in there, right? So this will be probably a studio unit, but again, it's right off the street. It'll have dedicated access, so it'll just be a nice tiny house.
Yeah, fair enough. What do you think it rents for?
I think for a studio unit, dedicated, in this kind of neighborhood, probably 16 to 1800.
Yeah, so we got 2 for the basement, we got 3 at least for the upper, and then we got, sorry, what did you just say?
16 to 1800.
16 to 18. So
yeah, so almost, what is that? Can't do the math.
5, 66. Yeah. So you're looking at 66 to $7,000. We're being a bit conservative with the numbers, but 66 to $7,000, pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. It's a quick project. I imagine they'll turn this around 4 or 5 months for the renovation. We got the permits really quick, so you do a couple of these in a year and you're solid.
Yeah, so we I'm not sure when this video is going out, but we're releasing some other videos on this channel with Victoria. She's a longtime Rockstar VIP member and an architect, and the other videos we're doing is a single family home to 5-plex in Toronto. So this is an example of more of like a smaller base hit, something kind of pretty easy for an investor to do. Victoria teaches a class at Rockstar to Rockstar members called the Forcing Appreciation class, how to determine the highest and best use for your property. And so this would be a perfect example of Victoria in the field in action, doing that for an investor. Sometimes it's just adding 1 unit, sometimes it's adding 2 units, sometimes it's adding 4 units, like these 5-plex videos. And boom, it's summertime. So we filmed that video in the winter. We're just wrapping it up now. We got the final footage from Victoria of the finished project, so we added it in. Our video got cut off there, but I was just saying, you don't have to do a bigger project like a 5-plex conversion or even a duplex conversion like that video we saw. You could do something smaller. It could be a student rental conversion where you add up a few different walls and a couple doors, and then you have a student rental. All of these strategies are discussed when you're a Rockstar Inner Circle member. You can attend Victoria's own class, the Forcing Appreciation class. So if you're not a member yet, what are you doing? It's summertime, the sun is out, the vibes are great. Come join the Rockstar Inner Circle membership, learn how to invest in real estate and live life on your terms. There's gonna be a link somewhere for you to check us out more. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.